Check this out, even earlier with the talking parts, rather than waiting for the full 3 minutes. I have limited time today. Excuse me. Kind of happened spur of the moment. And rather than just straight up cancel the stream tonight, I was like, you know what? Let me hop on. Let me hop on for a little bit. So I'm not going to be streaming any. So just so you guys know, and Haunted as well, because you said you were planning on a nap. I'm not going to be playing any games today, tonight. I'm only going to be streaming for about, let's say, 40-ish minutes. So it's more like a just kind of chill out, you know, kind of talk and hang out kind of thing. Yes, exactly, a yapping session. I have my water here, which I need. I did drink a lot of water today, though, so it's not like I am super dehydrated or anything, but I do have some water just in case, since I don't talk much throughout my day. And you know what I think doesn't help? I have a fan that's pointed at me, and I think that makes my throat kind of a little itchy, I guess, when I talk. But I need the fan. The fan is my thing. I sleep with you ever see those reels or TikToks or whatever of people who just have a fan on all the time? That's me. I'd say I think I run a little hot in terms of body temperature. I always feel a little warm, and so I always have to have access to cool air. There's a helicopter. Of a helicopter saying to stay home for... What is going on, Shiv? Are they telling you, hey, you need to stay inside your house? That sounds rough. What is that about? Also, let me get over here. Hold on. You need a sound alert for the amount of times we tell you to suck honey lozenges. I think I have a bunch of lozenges with me, but I think it would sound weird on a stream, just having a cough drop in my mouth. I don't know if that would help either. But I'm pretty sure I still have some from when I was sick. I bought an extra big bag, like a 100 count, I think, of them. But anyway. I'm gonna switch on over here. There we go. Yeah. Throughout the day, my guy, it'll help your throughout the day. That makes sense. Yeah. I should actually have them just at my... You know what? I do have some at work. I have the ones that, if you guys remember, Kitty, she gave me a suggestion of some to buy, and I bought them, and I have them. They're like menthol-y. And I think that's the reason why. It's like, they were supposed to, I think, combat allergies. But then what I believe happened was I was wearing a mask at the time because of the allergies. And so when you have like that really like menthol-y, breath, kind of hits hard. Hey there, Kai. Hello there. And it goes through the mouth and then it comes up. Like up through like to your eyes, it's almost like, imagine, I don't wear some glasses, but for people who wear glasses, it's kind of like when they get foggy, right? When you're wearing a mask, and it just kind of gets in your eye. So yeah, that's what would happen with the menthol-y kind of things. Hey there, Bard, how's it going? Appreciate you being here. Although today though, I am sad to say that I won't be playing any games. This is kind of just like a little like yap session. I didn't want to cancel straight up the stream since I wasn't going to be able to stream later tonight. So I wanted just to kind of like hang out a little, Hey there, Landmine. What is up? How are you? Hopefully all is well on your end. Is everything okay? Or just, it's those last minute things. It's kind of just how the day went. I was going to have to do some stuff in a little bit and like run some errands. And I was actually going to delay the stream. I was actually going to let you guys know like earlier on that I was like, you know what? I might actually like be streaming later than usual. I don't know when I'm going to get home. So that's what I was initially going to say. But then I decided, you know what? Let's reverse that. Instead of being late, let me just be early. And then that way, when I'm out, I don't need to be rushing and getting through everything I need to do. Also, there is a possibility I might actually go out to eat. I haven't finalized my plans yet, because that was not originally the plan, because my plan was literally just, again, go out, run some errands, and then hurry up so that way I could get back in on stream. But if I have the rest of my night, I might actually get some food. So we'll see what happens. I haven't gone out to eat like in a billion years. So yeah, that's even better. I'm playing games right now. Oh, awesome, awesome. What are you playing, Bard? You're so sleepy. Aw, why are you sleepy, Landmine? Why are you sleepy? Didn't get enough rest? Also, let me scroll up a little bit since I did miss a little bit of stuff. I'm getting mixed reports of an at-risk missing person and someone armed. Oh gosh, that sounds like the most like opposite set of circumstances, right? Guess who's going to another concert in September and had to choose between like two. Oh gosh, look at you, Nye. So busy, always doing stuff. Menthol could be harsh on dry throat. You need honey and lemon. Yeah, I think the menthol probably wouldn't be a good idea then. Yeah. Either way, I hope they get it sorted out because I don't want to arm. No, you definitely don't want that. Let me get my water, by the way. Get that streak, Kai. Get that streak. Hey there, Angel. Yes. I might be going out to eat, so I think that's why I was like, you know what? Rather than like rush myself through stream, I just wanted to like just hang out a little bit. Needed to decompress after work and just kind of just chill. So yeah. You saw a post today and wanted to ask a basketball question since we talked about LeBron yesterday. When are we not talking about LeBron? But are you rooting for the Spurs or Knicks? Or you don't care because the Lakers aren't playing? So, after the Lakers got eliminated, I became a Spurs fan, mostly because I enjoy Wembanyama, Victor Wembanyama. He is the star player for the San Antonio Spurs. He's known as the alien because that dude is 7'5". Like, holy what? He is like an anomaly of a human being. And he's super good. He's only 22. And his team is kind of ahead of schedule because they kind of like were not expected to be this good. And I love him because he is very well spoken. He's very well educated. Like, I just love his personality, how like quiet he is, how competitive he is, like all of that. But on top of that, like I also love their old coach. I like their new coach now, but like the old coach, he was legit. He was a man. How would I say it? Not men amongst boys, but that guy was like the guy was ruthless, very very tough on his players, but everybody loves him. He's like the strict teacher that everybody that then like past students like later on will come and visit. That's kind of like how that teacher is. His politics are great. He's awesome, so humble, and that coach was the one who ended up drafting Wembanyama. So, and then on top of all that, that coach got, what do you call it? I think he had a stroke, and so he had to actually retire. And so now there's a new coach, but the old players are taking care of the old coach, and so it's like it's kind of heartwarming. You know what I mean? So I like that. Can I sleep with the stream on? Of course, Landmine. Do whatever feels right for you. Get some rest, take a nap. You can listen to me yap on about whatever. Whatever helps you get some rest. Hey there, Persephone. Hello to you, lovely. Hoping you're having a good Friday. Unfortunately, I've been a Heat fan my entire life. Hey, unfortunately, y'all won some championships. Shaq and Dwayne Wade. Then you had those 4 years with LeBron in Miami. Come on now. I know. Okay, now here's the funny thing. One of those years, the final year of the big three in Miami when LeBron was there, they'd lost to the Spurs who had the coach that I was talking about. No, yeah, you definitely wanted more. I get that, Bart. I mean, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. LeBron promised big at that time, but it was all for fun, but it was some good times. That second championship in Miami against the Spurs with what was his name? Ray Allen. I remember watching that live. Oh God, that was so good. I wish we could watch that right now, but I know there'd be a copyright strike or something like that if I just pulled up NBA footage. But no, yeah, some good times. Some good times. Oh, Landmine, you're a gem. Also, fighting sleep meds is an unwinning battle, because I've been there. Whether it is allergy medication or the side effects of something else, like melatonin sometimes, it is so tough to fight back against anything that is trying to get your body to fall asleep. Yeah, gosh, I know exactly what you mean with the strict teacher. Yes, that's how it was for me too. Growing up, I had strict teachers who I would go back and then visit after the fact. Are you certain people can't be educated? What I'm saying is there are certain people who are not very well spoken and can be a little rough around the edges. I'm curious what your heart rate is talking about this right now, though I guess not as high as when you're talking about LeBron. Oh, it could be. I was very sad on, when was it? On Wednesday? Because I wanted the Spurs to win, and they were winning going into the end of the third quarter. They were winning by 14. They ended up losing the game by 10. It was rough. Will you have any interest in the World Cup? Unfortunately, Cougar, I'm not a soccer fan. That's kind of where I'm into all sports, but for whatever reason, I can't get into soccer. I just can't. That huge ass field, the points being sometimes 1-0 or 0-0, it's so hard for me to get into. I can watch and talk baseball more so than soccer. Little fun fact, I think I might have talked about this. When I went to Japan last time, I went to a jazz club, and I was talking to the singer, the lounge singer there. He also, I think he's the proprietor. I think him and his wife run the jazz club because his wife also plays piano. And so he also speaks fluent English. So he would go around all the tables talking to everybody. And the guy's Japanese, but again, fluent English. Comes around to me and asks me where I'm from. See, I'm American, that kind of thing. And then we start talking baseball. And because the World Series had just happened, just had happened. I think I went in, when did I go, guys? I went in November, and the World Series happens in October. And so he was like, oh my gosh, it was so epic. Did you watch it? And I was like, yes, I did. And he was like, oh my gosh, it was like a manga, wasn't it? It was like an anime. And this dude is I don't know, he's probably in his 50s, late 50s, early 60s. It was great. It was fun talking to that guy. And I was like, oh, it literally was like an anime. It was really cool. Soccer is such a lifestyle. It is. It is. I just couldn't get in it, couldn't get down with it. Also, real quick, Bart, I was thinking, I think it would obviously suck because I totally had forgotten that Jimmy Butler went up against LeBron in the bubble championship. Dude gave it his all, and they came up short, right? I also felt insanely bad for Jimmy Butler, for Jimmy Buckets, for not being able to get over that hump, whether it was the Celtics or whatever, because I really felt, when was it? I think it was against the Celtics, when the Celtics went against the Warriors a few years back in the NBA championship finals. I really wanted Jimmy to get his championship there. I really did. It's also really bad for my dreams. Oh, yes. Anytime I have melatonin, my dreams are crazy. And I'm also feeling really hungover the next day. I used to go back and read to my first grade teacher's class for 6 years. Oh, that's cute. I never really went back to my middle school because I kind of hated my middle school, but I did visit my 4th and 5th grade teachers. My earlier teachers, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, they left, so I didn't really have a chance to go visit them again. And then high school, I believe I visited them a little bit. No worries, Nina. Go get your sushi. Also, we'll talk a few games here too, because the Summer Games Fest event just finished up not too long ago, like a little under an hour ago. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Your city is hosting like 6 of the FIFA games. Oh, that's cool. Ireland are out of it this time, so we're hyping up the Ivory Coast because they're the same flag as us. We're also backing Mexico. Yeah, I just don't have really any allegiance to any soccer team, even like my home country in Mexico or the US or any of that. I just, even like when the US like has gone further into it and people are excited, I'm not even that into it, you know what I mean? I'm into like whenever like there's the Olympics. I think the Olympics are a lot more fun than I think the World Cup for whatever reason. I don't know why. Sushi was your lunch? Also, let us know what kind of sushi you get, Nina. Yeah, I went to Vancouver recently and there were ads all over. Normally ugly areas had been spruced up for FIFA. I know how you feel, but thankfully I don't live in Vancouver itself, so where I'm at, it's not as in your face. I believe one of my my old roommates moved to Vancouver. He moved back. I do remember telling you guys the little story about him. I won't get into it because it's a very sad story. But I believe he moved to Vancouver. But like I said, he came back. Hey there, Sunset. How's it going? Hopefully your Friday's treating you well. I don't want to think about it. My brother lives in the USA, Vancouver, and lives in the USA, Vancouver, and they're doing crazy things. Also, it super sucks whenever like an event comes in, like the Olympics or like the World Cup, right? And you know, all those, the cities or whatever, the host cities invest a lot of money into areas that are quote unquote not nice, but they would not do it for the people. It's literally just for the money that they're gonna make for the people who are coming in. So that's kind of shitty. Also, Bard, sorry, I think I might have talked through the ads, but I was saying that I felt really bad for Jimmy Butler because the year that I really thought that they were gonna kind of push through was the year that the Warriors went up against the Celtics. And I always wanted Jimmy to win something. I always really wanted Jimmy to win something. You know, Jimmy Buckets, playoff Jimmy, that guy came alive in the playoffs. I always felt bad for that guy, especially since he had to go against LeBron in the bubble championship. Dude gave it his all there. There's 2 Vancouvers. Ah, okay. I think that's where I got confused. Oh, no worries, Angel. He was there for work. And then some personal stuff happened to him. Some like really horrible stuff. The worst of the worst that could ever happen to a human being happened to him. So he had to move back to like his hometown in California. I was in Paris, France when France won the World Cup. It was crazy. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Were you on vacation? True, aka when the Super Bowl happened this year here. Yes, it's that thing. Also, like, that was the thing too, Shiv, like when they were like advertising, when they're like, oh yeah, the Super Bowl is in San Francisco. It's like, no, it's not. It's in Santa Clara, which is like really far away from San Francisco, right? So like, it's not anywhere near San Francisco. I didn't know that. Holy shit, if I could send pics, I'd send the Spider-Man pointing meme. And those buildings and arenas they built for the World Cup are left to ruin afterwards. Such a waste of money. Yes, it was kind of, I think the worst of the worst was Japan in 2020 when they built all this infrastructure, they built all this stuff, and then COVID happened and literally nobody could go. That was insane. Yeah, sorry, but I really love Butler on the Heat. That era was Hero. Yeah. Uh-huh. Jimmy and Tyler Hero? That's his name? I kind of don't like Hero being like his own dude. I don't know what about him annoys me. I am a big Bam fan, though. I said fam. Bam fan. Bam Adebayo? Oh, that guy's legit. Like I said, no one knows about it. It's right outside Portland, Oregon. And I got you. Won't push for details, but hope he's doing it. I think he did contact me recently. I actually have to reply back to him. It was not, and it sucked because the traffic sucked when my dad had to go to SFO. Yeah, I heard that. I did hear that. Also, real quick question, Shiv, because I don't know the full-on layout. Where was the old arena? Not arena, sorry. The old stadium compared to the new one. Candlestick Park. In terms of distance from where Levi's is now? It's not close by, right? They're pretty far. I've only gone to San Francisco twice. And both times were kind of like, I'm not going to say drive-thrus, but I just went through it, stayed there like a weekend, and I think the second time I was there for only like 2 days. The first time was a weekend, but it was like a long weekend. It was probably like over a weekend, and the second time I literally was like in and out. Yeah, we were on a class trip. A class trip? A class trip to France sounds fancy. Look at you. Back in 2018, it was on the week of France's Independence Day, so my anxiety was not having the crowds. I can imagine. Yeah, Tyler Heroes, O's. They just traded him, and the Heat literally was like, haha, we don't care, bye. Where is he now? I had no idea that he got traded. So it's Bam's team now? Are they rebuilding? They really should, because Bam deserves it. But you know what? Even though it's not an individual award, I was super happy when Bam, like contributed as much as he did on the Olympic team. Because, ooh, man, that Olympic team and Bam, like, everybody was just hitting their shots. I loved it when, like, ooh, it's Bam's time to shine. Oh, LeBron, who was it? Captain Lamerica was doing it. Steph went wild. Even freaking, what's his name? Cannot remember his name. Dude from the 76ers, the French guy. Cannot remember his name. Even he was hitting shots. Like, oh, it was so good. Yeah, it was for French class, and I have videos. Ended up getting sick and climbed the Eiffel Tower. I can confirm there are 578 steps just to the first floor. Oh, no. Oh, no. The stadiums near me are both right on the freaking water. Ooh. Google says around 40-mile difference. Ah, okay. For whatever reason, I thought that Candlestick Park was somewhat close to Levi's, but no. Candlestick Park was close to San Francisco, right? I'm gonna look it up. Candlestick Park location. Or where it used to be, rather. It says it was in the Bayview Heights neighborhood, which I don't know. It was demolished in 2015. I think that was that not close to the airport? Or is Levi's close to the airport now? I want to go see either a Niner game or a Raiders game. And the 49ers are actually playing the Raiders this season, but they're playing them at Levi's, in San Fran. Having pizza right now? Ooh, what kind of pizza, Nye? I was supposed to go to Paris for our school trip, but the school stopped me because of my asthma. Apparently, oh, really? Is there really no elevator on the Eiffel Tower? Do you really have to climb it? Thank you for not making me look it up. I've been to one stadium, and that's only in my city. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up where it is. Candlestick Park location on the maps. Let me see where it used to be. All right, there's Candlestick. Oh, okay, I see. No, yeah, it literally was in San Fran. It's on the I think it's by the East Bay. Is East Bay further up north? So where's Fisherman's Wharf? I'm trying to see where okay, so Fisherman's Wharf is all the way up like the northeast. Basically, Candlestick was like close to Brisbane. There it is. I need to go to San Fran again. Yeah, I only been to Fisherman's Wharf one time, but I should definitely go again. You talking about sports and me not knowing anything? Sorry. Oh, that's the T. They just started loudly saying when the season's over, he's out. Oh, okay, so he's not traded yet. Okay, got it. All right, so that's what they're saying. Because I'm telling, they should do a rebuild. They should. Bam seems like he'll be like a lifelong Miami player. I mean, he's also good. You know, like he's not just like your usual center. He can post. He can hit the mid range. So he's valuable. Also, I just love talking to sports. Okay, so you have to climb. Got it. Half cheese, half sausage from Papa John's. Okay. I have not had Papa John's since 2006. It's been literally 20 years. Can't modernize it. Oh, okay. It's a protected building. That makes sense. Took you a month of stair climbers to manage it. Oh. There is an elevator, but the tour guide put us in the wrong line because there was only one elevator and the lines were long. Oh, so does it have an elevator or does it not? Fisherman's Wharf is busy, but so worth it. Yeah, like the only time I went to Fisherman's Wharf was in I've only been to San Fran twice. 2010, and then again in early 2012. I ended up going, I think... No, never mind. I was going to say, I went to the Golden Gate Bridge, like drove over it. It was nice. I should have actually gone to the little park that's next to it. I think that would have been nicer rather than just driving over it. I was going to say, I also went to a Japanese tea garden. I don't remember exactly where it was. But I did go to one back then. I know Gigi's speaking English and I can recognize the words, but the sequence is confusing me. Pike's Place to watch the fish throwers. I think I also saw do they have seals up north at Fisherman's Wharf? I think I saw some there. I love me some basketball too, Bard. I love me some basketball. Has the game started already, or is it about to start for tonight? Let me look it up. Spurs. Oh my God, I cannot type. Spurs. I keep writing Sours. Spurs, Knicks, game 2. All right, it's gonna start in a little bit. I'll probably have that on my phone as I go about doing my errands in a little bit. SF is busy in general, plus the parking sucks. I mean, that's like everywhere. That's like, you go to LA, parking is the worst of the worst. Although San Francisco is fucking insane with those hills. Oh my fucking God. How steep those hills should be illegal. How somebody built a whole city there is crazy. Absolutely crazy. When you drive in SF and you go over one of those hills, it really feels as if you are like chugging your way up the start of a like a roller coaster where you're like clack, 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 you're just clacking your way up, and you're just kind of going up, and then it kind of just goes over the hill, and then you look down. That is exactly how it feels like driving in San Francisco. It is insane. Hey, Red, what's up? Today, doing a little bit of an early stream. Not going to be playing any games because I am going to be going and running some errands. But I decided just to kind of come in and just say hello to everybody for a little bit. SF has a cherry blossom festival every year. My sister and I went last year and it was amazing. Oh, that's pretty awesome. I'm trying to think, is San Francisco the city that had the first Japanese samurai come visit? I think that's true. I'm gonna look this up. Samurai visiting USA for first time. Let's look this up. All right, here we go. Ah, God, I hit my arm. All right, so yes, they landed in San Francisco and then they traveled to Washington, D.C., and this was in 1860. I was sure that they actually had gotten there before, but I guess not. Yeah, 1860. That's wild. Let me see. I'm always afraid the car is going to start going. Yup. We have hills like that in Cork City. Coming to my city, they're the same here too. You're rooting for the Knicks. Okay. You're rooting for the power of friendship. Rooting for Jalen Brunson. You know, you can't get mad at the Knicks. Like, they're playing basketball the right way. Like, I feel like in this series, there's usually like a protagonist and like a villain, right? And I feel in this series, this is one of the first times ever where it feels like good guys versus good guys. It's like no matter who wins, everybody should feel good. Because like the Knicks are playing basketball the way basketball should be played, right? Everyone is passing. Everybody has a piece of it. They're all good at something. Nobody is selfish. Brunson is a 6-foot beast, right? He is tiny and he is killing fools, right? Has no fear whatsoever. Going down the stretch in the clutch. And then you have on the Spurs the other side. A young team that shouldn't even have come this far. Knocking out the defending champs. Taking out the free throw merchant. The MVP. Wembanyama coming up faster than what was expected. So like I am very happy for these NBA finals. No matter who wins, I'm going to be happy. But I want the Spurs to win, and which is crazy. If you would have asked my younger self if I ever would want the Spurs to win anything, I would just be such a hater because I hated the Spurs growing up. One of my first, I remember as a kid watching the Knicks Spurs finals during the lockout season. Like I remember that. I remember I wanted the Knicks to win, and Patrick Ewing got hurt, so he couldn't play in the finals. And I still remember the final shot Latrell Sprewell tried to hit, missed, and the Spurs won their first championship. I also remember the 0.4 seconds with Derek Fisher, with the Lakers against the Spurs. I remember that. I also remember the Spurs sweeping LeBron in his first finals. I remember the Spurs beating LeBron and the Heat when they disbanded, basically. So yeah, I've been through the whole thing. I did feel bad for T-Mac, for Tracy McGrady, when he went to the Spurs, and that was the season that they went to Game 7, and then the Spurs lost against LeBron and them. I'm always reminded of my friend picking me up and was like, oh yeah, so we might not make it over the hill, but it should be okay. Girl, what? Tell me before I get in the car. Yes, that's wild. No. I don't really have them anymore, but I used to have, and this is crazy considering that I didn't grow up in a place where I had a lot of hills. Like I grew up in Las Vegas. Where we don't have hills at all. And I used to have like nightmares of basically like that roller coaster feeling of like going over a hill and then coming down. So think of almost like a half pipe. Like that's another thing. It's not that I would go over the hill, but then also the road would come up like a half pipe. And then I would lose control of the car and I would wake up as soon as the car would be coming down. Like that fear of falling. Hey there, Bun. What's up? How's it going? I think it was Oreo Coke anyway. Gigi tried it for shit. No, yeah, that Oreo Coke was horrible. That was when, I think that was one of the first times you guys heard me have a violent opinion of something. It is quite truly an abomination. Shiv says, the post I saw today was Elmo on Twitter saying, I hope both teams have fun, and people got on Elmo's ass. I mean, it's also, okay, here's the thing too. Even though there are no villains in this series, this finals, this championship, there are definitely camps. People either really want the Spurs to win or you really want the Knicks to win. So, I mean, I think that's the best way to go about it, you know? Random thing, but I'm on a walk and I found a pine cone and I dropped it down a hill. Ooh, made it go on an adventure. How's your Friday treating you, Bun, by the way? For real, I'm just so painfully basic, I need to root for them. Hey, it's okay. Root for who you want to root for, you know? I'm also real happy for Mikal Bridges, too, because I remember when he was on the Suns, and that was barely when he was, like, getting good. So it's awesome to, like, see his evolution. Just like Jalen Brunson, like, when he was on the Mavs. I could see why you'd hate the Spurs if they beat LeBron. No, yeah. I saw them beat the Knicks like when I was a kid. I saw them beat the Lakers. I saw them beat, again, LeBron and them. So, yeah, I was a Spurs hater. My first game live was when LeBron was on the Heat. Unbeatable experience. Ooh, that sounds awesome. I've only gone to one NBA game, which is crazy to think. But I went 2 years ago to a Suns-Lakers game. And this was when KD was still on the Suns. Devin Booker's there. Who else was on the Suns? They still had some other people. Anthony Davis was on... Anthony Davis, D'Lo, Austin Reeves, LeBron, all on the Lakers at the same time. It was fun. That was a fun one. Have I ever had honeysuckle before? I don't think so. Oreo Coke diss track, yes. I've heard your violent reaction to me saying Destiny 2 was bad. No, yeah. I have my violent reactions at times. And yes, Destiny 2 was the opposite of bad. It was quite good. I'm not to say it is the greatest game ever, but it is a game that truly won over my heart so many times. Ugh, so good. Did we ever try Peeps Pepsi? Now that I don't think so. I remember back in the day, like in the early 2000s, when Coke and Pepsi were like doing the vanilla flavors. Like everybody was trying to go for the vanilla flavors. Does anybody remember? I don't think you guys remember because you guys are probably too young, except for maybe Cougar. Do you guys know what Crystal Pepsi is? I barely even know what Crystal Pepsi is. It's been good. Really on the job hunt grind. Have had a few offers, but they're lowballing quite a bit. How are you? Aw, that sucks. I myself, I think I've talked about it before, where like, I'm trying to see what I'm gonna end up doing with work stuff in the future. I just got to make it through this year, but the job market is trash right now. The job market is trash. So it's really hard to like go out there and even think of alternatives. You know what I mean? It's rough. Because before, like, you could like quit a job and then try to find something else. Yeah, you might not find the best thing, but you know. But instead, it's the opposite. It's like you're kind of stuck where you're at. You know of Crystal Pepsi, but did you know of it because of knowing it? Also, Haunted knows. Okay, Haunted knows. Red knows. Okay. People know what Crystal Pepsi is. Kai doesn't know. I regret to inform I am a 2003 baby, but yes, I know Crystal Pepsi. It is absolutely insane to me that Pepsi never brought it back. With all of the nostalgia, with everything, you know, coming back, I don't know how they never came back and didn't just remake Crystal Pepsi. I think there are... I'm going to look this up right now. If you go on eBay, I'm going to see if there are unopened... Let me see. Unopened cans of Crystal Pepsi. Oh, there's actually bottles. Oh, wait, hold on. Did they actually re-release it? Crystal Pepsi re-release? Hold on. Crystal Pepsi's not... They did do a re-release in 2022. but it was limited. It doesn't say like where they ran the promotion. I don't remember seeing anything about it, but you can actually buy a sealed Crystal Pepsi from 1990, 20 ounce for $185. There are some newer ones, again, like the re-released ones. There was a $100 unopened original 1993 Crystal Pepsi. Please do not drink it. Can only imagine what horrible things would lie in store for you if you were to actually open it and drink it. Oh, it never made it over there. Oh, okay then, Cougar. You actually drank it, Haunted. I remember drinking it as well. I don't remember the exact taste. You're 2000s girly and I remember it. There's too many Pepsis now for them to bring back another. It could be. Y'all remember Sierra Mist? Oh, the job market is so trash. I have 2 diplomas and worked in the hair industry for 4 years, but have to make a switch because of allergies. Oh, that's rough. Like that hate, you kind of have like that forced switch. So that's what I think, Bun. I think that re-release, I think, was actually targeted in Canada. I don't think it was even here in the US. Oh no, let me switch to the music real quick. Hold on. Because I only play music from Game Chops. And that album finished. And I think if I play anything else, whenever I try to put the... when I upload the VODs onto YouTube... They do not like that when I play other licensed music. Let's do Sora and Chill, which was that Sanctuary version that we just played a little while ago. So let's play this one, Dearly Beloved. Hell yeah. I feel like my body is getting older by the moment seeing all these post-2000s birthdays. No, yeah, I feel it, believe me. They never brought it back because it was shit. It was like the Coke conspiracy. They made new Coke and it was so bad they took it off the shelves. I do remember this, yes. Yeah, I did. Again, it's like a limited thing, I think, Angel. So I don't think it's like a wide release of Crystal Pepsi. In my defense, my family were Coke people, plus I'm a Sprite person yourself. I do enjoy a Sprite. I will say I enjoy myself a Sprite. I mean, I'm also a 1900s person, a 1980-something person, so yes, I feel quite old at times, okay? As Cougar can relate, yeah. When you have to, like, do an age verification somewhere, and the number of your, of your birth just keeps on going further down the line, it is crazy. Was Sierra Mist not a thing anymore? Yeah, Sierra Mist is gone. I think it had to do with Pepsi not like, I don't know if it was a rapper or something. Like they didn't renew their patent or their trademark on the name Sierra Mist. So somebody then took it legally. And then after that, they then came up with that new drink that I think is called Sparkly or something like that. That's supposed to be like the replacement. I never liked Sierra Mist. Sierra Mist tasted like Diet Sprite. I don't drink pop, but I remember my buddy had an obsession with it a few years ago, so I don't know. Sorry, yeah. I love me my Diet Coke rather than Coke Zero. I can tell the difference between the two. No, yeah. Sierra Mist is not a thing anymore. Like, again, I'm pretty sure it was like a rapper or something took the name. Let's look this up. Sierra Mist. Sierra Mist launched in 1999. Discontinued in 2023. And then replaced with that new one. But let me see. Rebranding. The wiki doesn't say anything about the name thing, but I was pretty sure that like a rapper took the name or something like that, and they never did that. Starry is the new drink. That's what it is. Yes, there you go, Red. Yep, she just went ahead and gave me that fact check. Heck yeah. I love the probiotic sodas that are everywhere now. They taste so good. I don't even care about gut health. I can't. They have this little hint of sourness that I don't like it. You know? That I don't like. Like, you know what it tastes like? It almost tastes, this sounds horrible. Sounds bad. Might sound a little, disgusting. But it almost has the hint of like that vomit taste that I'm not a fan of. So yeah. My mom told me the other day that one of the boys I used to watch in the nursery at church is now engaged. No, yeah, Sunset, getting old is real. As stated earlier, the knees. The knees. People hear me say 1999 and act like I said 72. No, yeah. I don't even think I know like anybody personally that's from the 2000s. Like in my like actual around me life. Like I know a lot of the listeners and stuff are post 2000s, but in my real life, like, well, not to say this isn't my real life, but those in my direct vicinity physically, I don't know anybody who was like a 2000s kid. It's all that apple cider vinegar. That apple cider vinegar has that kind of like what I'm talking about. Like that kind of like vomity kind of thing that I'm thinking about. Oh, you are not pushy at all, Red. My coworkers would call me mom because I was old enough to be their mom. I'm full on in unk status right now, man. I mean, I am literally dad age, so I could be that. Well, those are good too. I like the chair line. Maybe keep it that way. Us 2000s kiddos are a little loco. You guys are fine. Also, this Kingdom Hearts album, I am digging. Oh my god. I am digging this. Nina coming in with the 13 months. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for that. Wow, 13 months. If I felt old before, now I feel old as a streamer. I've been here more than a year. Thank you so much for that, Nina. Dude, I could have hired my niece, and I remember her birth. No, yeah, when like my niece started being able to drive, I was like, what? What? Oh, I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. I'm not even joking when I say, like, I might be... Okay, I'm a little... not gonna say seasoned. I am a seasoned Kingdom Hearts fan. But when I say, like, I'm a little... What's that word? Like, when you're not caught up with everything? Not dated. I can't remember the word for it, but there's a phrase when, like, you're really into something, but, like, you're not fully caught up as much as you could be. But I would say, at least in the past, let's say prior to the mobile games, I was as deep of a Kingdom Hearts fan as you could imagine. You want lore? You want deep shit? You want to know what the Ansem reports said in the original Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2 and how it all connects and everything? Oh, you want me to break down? You want me to break down another side, another story? You want me to break down, deep dive the secret movies after the end of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and how they connect to everything and how you can lay out like everything that's said and all the quotes and actually make a little map if you actually draw it and write it down and put it. Oh my god, I love that shit. Oh man. Yes, breathe. I need to breathe. I cannot tell you how much I love Kingdom Hearts. I was there at the outset. I was there at the beginning. I remember hearing about Kingdom Hearts, reading it from a GamePro magazine before it was released in the US, all because there was this article in this magazine that talked about they were going to use a J-pop artist named Utada who was going to sing the song, the main theme. And just the fact that a game was even going to have a main theme was like a big deal to me. And that just hooked me. And from then on, literally the day it came out, I played Kingdom Hearts. I remember even seeing the secret movie, Another Side, Another Story, before the game came out in English. Just because like that video got me so hyped for the series. So no, yeah, like I'm big on Kingdom Hearts. I had my mom make me this little like key necklace that I wore in high school because I was like the biggest Kingdom Hearts fan. Oh man, yep. Yes, I was there, Bard. I was there for Kingdom Hearts 1 when Chain of Memories came out, and you were hanging on every single word to know if they were going to make Kingdom Hearts 2, because Kingdom Hearts 2 was not a foregone conclusion. And then when 2 came out, and then there was the secret ending at the end of that, which had the whole, Birth by Sleep secret movie. And then not knowing what was going to happen after that. Oh, gosh, it was so good. It was so good. Also, I love it when you guys can just tell when I have just losing my mind over something. Remember I said that violent reaction? Like when something is like horrible? This is it in the positive. Hey there, kitty lover. How's it going? So sorry for me not saying hi a little earlier. Can't get over how cool my model is. Aw, thank you, thank you. I actually have a talking version. I just don't have any gameplay up right now. I can switch over here to like my actual little talking dude here. I'm not playing any games tonight, but here's a little like PNG version of it with me and my cat just talking, being cool. So yeah, I am going to switch back over here because I don't want to make it seem as if I am playing a game or anything. That's me with Marvel and ancient history. No, yeah, like sometimes there's just certain things that just get you going, right? Well, Kai, I mean, you were walking the hills, so I could see why you could get tired. Oh, thank you so much for that, kitty. I appreciate the love. What's interesting is that when I got this art done, the artist didn't make it to be a PNG, like for me to use it in like motion, right? Like animating as if I was talking. I actually got permission from them to edit it a bit so that way I could go ahead and like do the talking and having the eyes open and closed and things like that. So I was really happy when they were cool with that. I am thinking about commissioning more art from them, so we'll see what happens. But fundage and all that. I like to pay my artists, so we'll see how that goes. All the Kingdom Hearts talk is making me want to add it to your games list. Oh, Bun, the fact that you can get every single like Kingdom Hearts game now all in one package and it's not expensive, it's basically the cost of like a brand new game, is insane to me. I would love to have it on Switch, but right now I think I don't know if it's delisted, but they only have an online version of it right now where it has to connect online. There were rumors that I heard that they were doing a full collection of all the Kingdom Hearts games re-released for Switch 2 that I will definitely get if it does end up coming out. So we'll see, because I want to own all of Kingdom Hearts. I was the person who played all the Kingdom Hearts games on their initial systems. So whether it was on PlayStation 2, on Game Boy Advance, PSP, the 3DS, I was there. Yeah, I was tiring. I'm trying to walk more. No, I do the same thing. Today I actually went for a walk over my lunch. I didn't have anything to do. I usually have audio things to edit or whatever, so I went on a walk, and I was a little bit more sweaty than I would have preferred after the fact. I think if I ever do that, I need to bring like a t-shirt or something that I can change into so that way I don't get all hot and sweaty in my work clothes. Would you ever consider a VTuber avatar? Full motion GG, can we cope? Would we be able? Could our feral needs take it? V2, a whole V2 model would just be, I think, too expensive. Like the model and all that, it's too expensive. I don't think I'd be up for it. Not to mention, usually you have to have like a webcam to watch your like emotions and stuff like that. Like watch you emote in real time to be able to have it translate. And I'm not a big fan of that. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot that I didn't switch the category. Thank you for letting me know. However, I am gonna be switching up in a little bit. I'm actually gonna be going. Oh, Zeal, I actually am about to take off. I've been streaming for about close-ish to an hour. Originally, I was gonna stream tonight, but then I thought I had to run some errands after work. And so initially my plan was to do the errands and rush to get home and then stream. But then I was like, you know what if I reverse it? What if I do the stream first? And then after that, I do my errands and then I'm not in a rush. So yeah, I'm so sorry for that. Oh no. Also, I'm hoping everybody can be released from ad jail. Because I do believe there was something I was saying a little while ago. From basketball to Oreo Coke to Kingdom Hearts, the randomest things. Yes, I am quite the random guy. I have lots of passions. I like lots of stuff. Also, Bun, I was saying that I'm actually going to be finishing up stream right now. So I thank you for letting me know about the category thing. I totally forgotten. I should have changed it to just chatting. But I'm actually going to end up stream literally like in a minute or so. So just wanted to say thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Listen to me ramble about all the things that I get into. You know what I mean? I have, as I mentioned, lots of passions. I initially wanted to talk about Summer Games Fest and all the games that got announced, but hey, we'll have stuff to talk about later on. There's lots of announcements and things like that that happen, so yeah. We'll have topics to get into for our next stream. We'll see when that happens. Baby. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go. I have to go run some errands, eat some food, do some cool things, enjoy my Friday evening. So I'm going to go ahead and wish you guys a great start to your weekend, a great rest of your Friday or start to your Saturday. I know, as I always mention, there are people stretched across the globe. So wherever you might be, evening, night, early morning, hope you have a good one. Guys, take care. And as always, you'll hear from me soon enough. Guys, have a good one. Thanks always. Bye now.
This greed sickens me.